Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. In front of us, we have the Wuben X1 Pro. This is an extreme high output everyday carry flashlight with active cooling and power bank functions. You can find this in black or white, retailing right around $139.99 at Amazon USA and at wubenlight.com. If you love this beast of a light, check out the links below and get yourself one. So let's look at the box. Cool illustration. Yeah, X1 Pro, and I have the X1 as well, and I'll show that together with this light. When they first came out with it, it was a beast, like a big brick of a light, and they kind of made some nice improvements on it. X1 Pro, okay, comes in a nice box, like this, easy carry light. Some stickers here on the sides, protect it. Let's see, you got some stuff on the back here, so they're showing the spotlight plus floodlight, so you can use either or both. And of course, both, you get the highest output, 12,300 lumens. Yeah, it is a monster. Got turbo high, medium, low, eco on all three settings, which is nice. So throw, flood, or both. Total throw of 410 meters. Nice. Stuff I'm probably going to go over again. Package contents. You get some cool stuff we'll go over. And of course, manufacturer. There you go if you need to contact them. Oops, I can zoom in on that. There's their email and phone number. All right, cool. Took everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. Set that aside. So we get to start the show, the X1 Pro. Yeah, looking pretty nice. We get a really cool carry holster. I like this one. It's kind of like a expandable. You just kind of slip it in there. It's got a friction fit. And it's got an extra little safety Velcro over it. So you can adjust that for tightness. And on the back here we got a pivoting belt latch. So very nice. Nice little holster. I like that. The old one was kind of a bigger deal like this. This is the original for the original X1. So they really downsized it for that's nice. Easier to carry. So you get the idea. This is the old one. This is the new one. Alright. Oh, and it says Wuben on it. Rock and roll. Okay, but you get the idea. You get that. And what else do we get? We get a cool little lanyard, carrying lanyard / charging cable. So yeah, these little things release here. You just press these in and pull out your cable. There you go. You got USB-C to USB-C to charge your flashlight. And to charge other devices, because it's a power bank as well. But yeah, let's put that back. There's aluminum right here. This is Wuben on there. So I can't do this on camera. I'm trying to do this on camera. It's hard. It's a feat, let me tell you. So then make sure they're snapped in on each side. There we go. Make sure it locks. You got to make sure, because you don't want to have your flashlight and just grab this and it falls to the ground. It's not cool. Not your investment. So yeah, there we go. So that's a neat little lanyard. Now you're supposed to get a little pack of 4 screws. I think I had it. I just don't know where it went. But they give you extra screws for the fan module. So you can replace the fan, which is pretty neat. We'll talk about that in a second. But we have some instructions to go through really quick. I always like to do it for posterity. X1 Pro. There we are. Okay, this is version 1.0. There's your contents. A lot of languages. So yeah, contents. Batteries included, which is good. Yeah, there's 4 little screws. Couldn't find them. I was like, okay, well, I must have misplaced them somewhere. Don't misplace yours. Okay, there's a little graph there showing all the different features. And yeah, here you go, how to get to the battery compartment. This is so much easier to change the batteries on versus the original. This one's got a latch door. The original did not. And I remember taking the original one apart, and boy, that was fun. It's like spring-loaded. Okay, here's your operation modes sliding switch, which is nice. And of course, the power button here and what it does. So I get that all in frame. So there's a lot of things it can do. And I'll go down. I'll show you all those things. Pretty nice. And then we'll go ahead and get to the next page. Okay, I think it's charging. Yeah, it's got a 30-watt power delivery input, which is amazing. So you can input quite a bit there. 5 volt, 3 amp, all the way up to that 20 volts, 1.5 amps. Nice. It can handle it. All right, cool. And power reminder. So you got a battery status LED, of course. All flashlights have nowadays. And over here you can see all the modes. Spotlight, floodlight. We're going to cover those. And then here we're not going to cover, but you can read spotlight plus floodlight. I only took enough pictures with just a spot or flood, not both. But the video, I do both. So you'll see that in this video. I went outside and see what it could do with 12,300 lumens. I was excited to see that. And it lights up an area, let me tell you. It's amazing. There you go. And all that fun stuff there. Okay. I think that's about it. Let's see. You got some warnings. Yep. Always a bunch of... Oh, here we go. Operating instructions. Man, there's a lot to this book. I'm going to go a little quicker here so we get through this book. Yep, you got a quick to eco, strobe, you got a controlled fan, temperature controlled or manually controlled fan. I thought that was nice. So if it's hot and the fan's off, you can actually engage the fan to cool it off. Nice. Some maintenance stuff. I think we're almost done. Now they have a 5-year warranty, which is nice. Some questions if you have any, and warranty policy. There you go. It's all about their warranty. You need to know. Okay, I think we covered everything. You know, I always like to do this. Okay, there you go. And I think everything else is other languages. Yep. Okay, cool. Get rid of that off to the side. We're just gonna, put these off to the side too as well. Let's talk about the light. Yeah, zoom it on down. Get up close and personal with the X1 Pro. Right away, when you pick it up, it is one big aluminum brick. I like it, but it's more comfortable to hold than the original. The original I have right here in white, which looks pretty cool. But this thing, man, is not as comfortable to hold. It is a solid brick. It's really squared off. I mean, they made a little indents here, which helps. But they did a lot more pronounced flares here, cut-ins, which is really nice. So, yeah, I like that. I like picking that up. Definitely more comfortable to hold than the original. Yeah. But let's go over dimensions. We'll bring the Vulcan back out in a second. But the X1 Pro, let's see, dimensions here. We have 5 3/8 of an inch in length, or 136 millimeters. We have a width of 2 3/16 of an inch as widest point, or 56 millimeters. Then we have a height from top to bottom, or thickness or depth, however you want to call it, 1 1/16 of an inch, or 27 millimeters. This little beast weighs about 383 grams with batteries installed. So, you know when you're holding this thing, you're holding it, and it could be a blunt object too, a blunt defensive object. You know what I mean, right? So let's do a quick size comparison, a little comparison with other lights and different things. So I'll bring this up a little bit. I'll bring the Vulcan back out because it's a cool light. Here we are. Now these similar DNA, they both have the two 21700s inside. The power, they both are high output, 12,300 lumens, 12,000 lumens. They start to differ where the output is. So if you look at the LEDs, you can see they went with 3 high intensities here. Here they went with 1 high intensity, but they went some smaller for flood, 4 smaller ones for flood. Pretty cool how they did design that. So you get the nice throw section and a nice flood section. I like this. This is just plainly all flood. Here you don't quite get the extra throw that you do with this light. So, but that's what they did there. They did make it a little longer. I noticed the Pro is a little longer than the original. Okay. They made this easier to change the fan. Just 4 screws and it drops out. I think this one might be wired in there. It's got 3 screws. I hadn't taken that one out. I don't know how finicky that would be. And of course they made the batteries much easier to replace. You just have a little lock here and you can disengage this and this pops open and you can take the batteries right out. I'll show that to you in a little bit. This one here, not so lucky. You have 4 Allen heads and this thing's spring loaded. So once you get that last one, you better be holding on because this thing will go flying off. It's a hassle trying to get it back on, let me tell you. Not a fun experience for sure. But I still got it, and it still rocks. Boom. Yeah, I like it. Don't know if you can still buy it or not, but very cool light. I like this white treatment, which they do have for the X1 Pro as well. So, all right, what else do we have for comparison real quick? We have the X4. Pretty cool little light, 18650 powered. Little bad boy. Little beast. It's like a little guy. We have an 18650. Give an idea. We have a 21700 flat top. Now, this uses they use 21700 protected button tops that measure 74 millimeters. It's a thing. You got to make sure to use that. You can't use flat tops, which is unfortunate. You have to use button tops. You have to make sure they're 74 millimeters. Just letting you know. I measured them. If you use a longer one, they just don't fit. Like I have a longer cell. I think this is 77 millimeters. It just doesn't work. So yeah, just letting you know if you have these, may not work in your flashlight. So definitely check the length. 74 will be the number you're looking for. Okay, and then we have a Sulfuran light. I just had laying around 21700 powered. So you get an idea for size. Different flashlights. Definitely know you're carrying that bad boy. I called it everyday carry, right? Some people do carry that big of a flashlight every day. I don't know. It's kind of way on the hip a little bit, right? Awesome. Okay, so there's that. Let's go over features real quick. All right, quite big going on. Not too much, but enough. Bring this back on down. We'll get our color rendering back. Here we go. We got Iron Man. Okay, so Going to the front, we have a glass lens with anti-reflective coatings. Looking at the LEDs, let's see if we got from this left side, we have 4 flood LEDs. Now these are Cree XHP 50.3s in cool white. You'll notice that the, what do you call that? Your diffusers, they got smooth and they have a little rippled edge to that reflector. Interesting how, I guess it creates a little bit of a split flood by having the ripples at the top there. Nice. So you're wondering how they did that. Of course, you see those coatings as I flash it. You kind of see a purplish hue there. And then down here we have our throw section. This LED is using XHP, a Cree again, 50.3 HI, high intensity. So that one's putting out some serious power. 3,500 lumens by itself. Pretty nice, right? And you can see the rippling at the bottom, right at the base. A little bit of a rippled area. I don't know why they did that, but you'll see in that. Not just all smooth. There's a little rippling at the bottom. So there you are. So pretty much all cool white across the board. So you got your selector switch here on top. So you got flood on the left. Go ahead and turn it on, give you an idea. So we got, go up mode here. There we go. Wait, go too high. There we are. So we have spot section, spot plus flood, and flood to all the way to the right. You get the idea, right? So spot plus flood, and flood. So yeah, it's nice. All right, so we have to turn that off. So your aluminum alloy body, typical hard anodized finish. Nothing super special there, but just like everything else, right? Looks like you can take the front bezel off as well. It's got Allen heads. It's got Allen heads for everything. They take the modules. It all comes off of modules. It's pretty neat. USB-C input right here. Charge it. It's also your power bank function. So you got the power delivery 30 watt input, which is pretty nice. Then you have an output of 5 volt, 3 amp. You see that right here. It's listed. Nice. I've noticed when you're charging, you only have 2 modes available to you, eco or low. That's it. But you get all sections available, which is nice. At least you got some light source while you're, let's say, riding a bike or something, depending on how you have it mounted. You can still keep charging it while you're using it. Okay, little jacket there keeps this thing IP65 water resistant. That helps. You notice here's little slots. That's inlets for your air, for your fan. It's at the top and bottom there. And of course we have an exhaust over here and our fan module. 4 screws, this pops out, and the connections are made right on the base of the module. So there's no wires. It just pops out, and I don't know where you get the fans, but they probably have them on wubenlight.com. Of course, I'll have links below. And you pop that back in, and you're ready to go with a new fan. That's actually nice. I'd probably buy a spare fan just in case they stop making this model. Always good to have. But again, there's your venting there. We'll talk about the power button here in a second. But going to the case, holding 2 21700s in series, so 7.4 volts. So they got a series going on. In the bottom here, they have a optional mounting holes for a 1/4 inch plate. So here, I'll show you what I got here. This is it. I think it's called the P4 accessory. Yeah, it's a quarter inch threaded spacer. So you can use this for a tripod mount or a different mount that accepts a 1/4 inch thread, like a bike mount. Okay, and it mounts right to there. And this one comes with the screws and everything ready to go. So a couple extras for you. So there you are. Or actually maybe to mount to the device and something else. Possibly. But yeah, there you go. You got enough screws. Cool. That's $10 if you're wondering. Alright, so yeah, I got that going on in the back here. We got where the batteries get inserted. So you look here, it's got a lock. So you unlock it. Similar to the X4 I showed you. Then I usually put my hand on here and I push the release. Keeps things from flying because it is spring loaded. It gives us access to our batteries. Now I mentioned these batteries are button tops. And I believe they're protected. And they're 4,800 milliamp hour rated. And they say 4,900 there in the mile number, I think. Or initial rated capacity. There you go. But they do say 4,800s on them. So, but they, I believe, are protected button tops. And they said they measure 74 millimeters. Just remember to do that because otherwise they're just too long or won't make a contact. If you look here, see how that positive is recessed? The flat top won't make a connection because it just can't. You see, oh wait, here's a 21700. It just won't make a connection. It can't physically make it. So you have to make sure that it fits. And you can see there's not much clearance there. So something to keep in mind. Like if you put in the wrong size battery, like this one, it sticks out too far. See, that's not going to push it enough. I don't know. I don't think I'd chance it. That's probably pretty hard to close. See how high that's sticking out? Okay, and if I put this in there, it sits much lower. Yeah, see how that sits flush by just pushing it in? Yeah, that's what you need. So we'll close it up. And this, like, I like to push the button, push this all the way in, and then keep holding it and release. That should lock us in. I didn't want it to snap, but sometimes you have to click it. Normally you don't want to click, you just want it to rest nicely on it. If you slap it and keep clicking it, you'll wear out the metal, so you don't want to do that. But yeah, I did it. I wasn't trying to. A lanyard hook point for that charging cable, nice. Or another lanyard style, whatever you want to do. Okay, I think I covered everything. 1 meter drop resistant, so that's good. You don't want to be dropping it though. I'd hate to drop this. It's a nice investment. It's such a cool light. All right, so we're gonna head to the garage. We took a bunch of pictures. So I got 5 of the spot, 5 of the flood. Now we're gonna go outside, where I took this thing running 12,300 lumens. Then the throttles, fan kicks on, stuff like that. Oh yeah, I didn't go over the power button. Let's go over this thing. So click it on. You can see it's got the charge status, battery status LED right there. Blue is good. Green, red is bad. There's no green, excuse me. And then on, off. See, it's pretty basic, right? And then you just turn it on. Press and hold the cycle. So it remembers mode memory. So it's got, it cycles 4 modes. So it goes from eco, low, medium, high, as you see there, right? And then if you leave it on eco there, turn it off, turn it back on, it remembers eco. If you were on, say, higher mode like that, you turn it off and you want to go to low, just press and hold. It'll start you out in the eco mode. So long press from off takes you to eco. While your light's on or off, you can double press to go to turbo. So double press, goes right to turbo. And of course you can switch with your selector. Whoops, put it back over here. There's both. And there's flood on turbo. Fan kicking on. Keeping us cool. Fan will run a little bit before it turns back off. There we go. And also now we have strobe. So if you can't handle strobe, look away. Triple click from off or on. 1, 2, 3. And then we have strobe for that section. Strobe for all sections. Strobe for the flood. There you go. And if you want to go to SOS, 3 clicks again while it's running. 1, 2, 3. And now we have an SOS mode. Again, you can just do all or flood. Just by moving that selector while it's running, which is nice. And then just single press off on that mode. If you want to lock the flashlight out, which you probably will if you're carrying it, 1, 2, 3, 4 from off. And it's got confirmation flash. Now if you hit this button, it's just going to flash a little switch telling you, dummy, it's locked. It's better that it doesn't flash the front, which is good. It just flashes that. To unlock, repeat the procedure, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it unlocks the light, puts it in lowest mode. Nice, there's your mode memory. Beautiful. One last thing I can do is 5 clicks from off, turns the fan on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cooling fan engaged. And this will run for 5 minutes unattended. It'll automatically turn off. Or if you, I think you just hit the button. Let's see what it does. Yeah, okay, so you can operate the flashlight normally with the fan running now on any mode, which is nice if you just want to keep it cool. And then, if you want to turn it off, repeat 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, turning it off. All right, cool. So now we're going to head to the garage where I took pictures of this thing in action and some video outdoors. So let's go do that. Heading to the garage. Here I am 15 feet away from the garage door. The light's on turbo. It's spot mode. It has 3,650 lumens in this mode. Lights up everything. That's what you expect. Runs for a minute before throttling, which you'll see in the video. After that, it goes to 2,000 lumens for another minute before it throttles again. And it ends at 1,200 lumens for running the remainder of the battery down 3 3/4 hours. It's not bad. Next picture, we have spot on high. This is 1,200 lumens. Expect a runtime of 4 hours. Get a lot done with 4 hours with this running. Not bad. Next, we're on medium spot mode, 500 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 11 hours. Again, can go quite a bit done. You can walk around the neighborhood with 500 lumens, no problem. I would probably use this setting to walk. Next, we have low spot, 200 lumens. Expect a runtime of 28 hours. Another great mode, 200 lumens on this flashlight, and a good runtime. Now we have eco spot, This is 10 lumens. Expected total runtime of 455 hours. 455. Yeah, quite a bit of runtime. Use this when you're trying to make those batteries last a long time. Definitely be using this mode quite often in a power outage. Next, we're going to the flood section. We're on turbo flood. This is 8,650 lumens. Hadn't throttled yet, but after a minute, yes, it goes down to 3,000 lumens. It runs another minute, and it throttles down to 1,800 lumens, and will run 2 3/4 hours before depleting the battery. Next, we're on high flood. This is 1,800 lumens. Expect a runtime of 3 hours. Flood at this setting, wow, it's pretty intense. You can get a lot done at 1,800 lumens. 3 hours, yeah, this is really nice. Next to medium flood, 500 lumens, 11 hours, similar to the spot. Again, a lot done with the flood. Flood may be one you use quite a bit as well around the house. It's just practical. Now we're on low flood. This is 200 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 28 hours. Good for small areas, small rooms. Our last picture, eco flood. This is 10 lumens. Expect a runtime of 365 hours. Of course, down from the spot mode of 455 hours, but still usable and quite a long runtime. So let's head outside where I took some video of this flashlight in action with the 12,300 lumen output using both modes. Then I think I switched between turbo spot and turbo flood a little bit, trying to figure it out because it throttled quickly, and I was trying to re-engage it. Hopefully get a general idea of what the flashlight's capable of. Let's go check that out. Okay, we're outside with the Wuben X1 Pro Turbo, 12,300 lumens, a throw of 410 meters, on spot flood combined. Archway's 30, tree to the left there is 40, tree behind there is 50, behind the archway. Tree down range is about 100 feet. Fan just kicked on. Going down range is a gazebo between the 50-foot tree and the 100-foot tree. I'm not sure if it's picking it up. I can see it, no problem. What we're hitting is a lot of flood. Now I'm going to go over to spot mode. There's spot, 3,650 lumens. There you go, down range. Then we're going to switch over to flood. And this is the turbo here. I think it's throttled. This is 8,350 lumens. It's throttling. And then we'll go back to both. There we are. Okay. I love that outdoors video. Amazing. When I compare it to my other flashlight videos I've taken outdoors and I had this lit up the area, holy cow, no other flashlight I own does it that well. Absolutely amazing. So we're going to do a quick benchtop demo here. I'm going to turn the lights off. I got it on flood right now, and I think it's on the lowest setting, the eco. So this gives you a general idea. Bring it in. So yeah, I think it's picking up the color right. So it's got this cool white to it. We'll go both. There's your spot plus flood. So you got this flood, spot. See both are running. Nice. That's really flexible. I really like what they did there. And of course, just spot. Again, quite a bit of spill for just a spot section. Like in that. Now the original, you don't have that. You just have flood. That's 3 lights. This is the lowest setting. It's eco mode. It does look like it's a warmer light though. It does look like it has a more neutral tint to it versus the cool white of this light. Let's go back to flood. You get the idea. Definitely a more neutral. But I'm okay with the cool white. Not a big deal. There you go. Side shut real quick. We'll turn the Falcon off. There you are. So maybe with the ceiling real quick. We'll just go through light modes real fast. I'm going to do it on, I'm thinking both settings. Yeah, why not? So we'll go eco with both. So aim to the ceiling. We'll go ahead and modes. So low, medium, high, turbo. Yeah, 12,000 lumens in my room here. Everything's lit up. It's like daylight. Fan kicking on, and it will throttle. So we'll go ahead and just not do that. So now, of course, it's re-engaging. We are in eco, both modes. Nice. And then I like to bring in a radio for RFI testing. still warm. Okay. There we go. All right, so we are going to... We'll go to flood here. Turn my radio. RFI test.
Different angle. Looks like he didn't get it. It looked like Trout barely touched the side of first base. That's the other thing. Did he miss first base? In foul territory, and his left foot, the side of it, I think just caught the bag. Yeah, I would agree. Show two different angles. One looked like...
Okay, we get the idea. So let's go ahead, turn the lights back on, and do our final thoughts. So RFI, yeah, so it has a lot of RFI to it. I assume just trying to handle all that power output. You're probably not going to use it with your radios, but you could use it on the eco mode. I noticed that eco, if you're a little distance away, like about this far away, about a foot away, you're absolutely just fine using eco. I'd recommend that, definitely with this flashlight. So let's go ahead and just flip that off. Single press off. Yeah, like that. That's nice. Iron Man in here to get the color back. There we are. Yeah, so yeah, we're radio channel first, right? We had a Skywave 2 there. Awesome. Who's tuned to 1000 WMVP Chicago. Yeah. Some sports. I don't know what they were doing. Basketball or something, or hockey. I wasn't paying attention. One of those sports things. Anyway, so let's go over likes, dislikes, and final opinion. What do I like? I like the styling. Right away, the styling is just absolutely amazing. When you're buying this bad boy, you are buying a work of art. I'm not kidding. If you're a flashlight collector and you're not into Wuben products, you got to look into them because Wuben, they've been coming out with some really cool designs. I mean, I really like what they've been doing. And yeah, very cool. Oh, here, lock when not in use, 4 clicks. See, that's nice. So they just tell you on the flashlight itself. I don't think you saw that when I was spinning this thing around. Yeah, in the back here, it's giving us some information. Okay, it's not mag based. I don't think I mentioned that. So nothing's going to stick to it, which is good. Of course, it tail stands because it's got a flat base. Very nice, right? You get the idea. But I like that, the styling. Awesome. You know, compared to the original. The original is pretty neat too, but the original, they just thought of everything and they went, you know what? We like this style better, and I do like it myself better. Just the grip and, of course, the lighting options. They really made that work well for them. So, yeah. They took it to a different stratosphere or something. Different galaxy. I don't know. I was going to think of something fun. Flexible light modes, I like. Active cooling. Included holster. Yeah, that little holster, definitely downsized, but definitely the way to go. So, yeah, get that included. I like that lanyard, too, that charge cable lanyard. So you always have a charging cable handy with you, right? How ingenious. I like that. I want to see that more often. What else? So, yeah, more things I like about a high output, of course. Hello. Power bank function didn't really feature it, but it's pretty basic. You know, just hook up your phone to it. Off it goes. It'll charge your iPhone 17 twice or something like that. That's not bad. I like the mounting point, so you can hook it up to a tripod or a bike mount. They do have an optional bike mount as well for $20. That's actually pretty cool. Of course, easy to use. This thing's really easy. Okay, just pick your, beam pattern and then click the button. It's that simple. I mean, anybody who picked this up probably figured it out that knows a flashlight. Yeah, it doesn't need rocket science for this one. Dislikes and wants. Well, I wish you had a beacon mode, a single flasher, maybe just a high intensity flasher. Get a more survival flashlight aspect to it, or signaling. I also wouldn't mind like where there's some open areas, maybe they could include like some red LED secondaries, or maybe some UV. I don't know. What do you guys think? I would like that. I just like a more flexible light source. I'm glad they didn't do any kind of strips of lights on the side because I really don't care for that. So yeah, just some little secondaries in there. Little reds would just be enough. Just for a little bit of illumination in red to protect your night vision. That's what I'm about. So there you go. And an overall opinion, yeah. If you need to light up a large area, the X1 Pro will get the job done. Yep, so it gets a recommended buy by todderbert all day long if it's in your budget. I mean, it's, premium light. And there's people that buy those, Olight Arc Pro Ultras for $130. $10 more buys you quite a bit more performance. That's for sure. Just a little bit. It's a joke if you don't know what the Olight Ultra is. That's an awesome flashlight as well, but not as big, of course. Just a kind of a higher-end boutique flashlight. This one's more like a workhorse. Also, I like that it stays cool. with the active fan. It's a big deal, you know, to always have that fan running, keeping things nice and cool. Big plus. So hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. If you like the flashlight, give it a big like. You guys are the best. 2, if you like Wuben products and you want to see more, subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future videos. And of course, 3, comment down below what you think about the X1 Pro. Are you a fan, or are you a fan of the original Falcon, or do you have both? Or do you have the Falcon and you're just happy with that and you're not going to get the X1 Pro, or do you like the X1 Pro over your Falcon? Tell me which one you like, which one you're thinking about. X1 Pro, I don't think they make this one anymore. If they do, it might be secondhand suppliers selling them if it's new. So just something to keep an eye out for. They might drop support on this one. So definitely, I'm liking this one a lot for it's easy to get to the batteries, easy to get to the fan. Yeah, I'm really liking what they did here, the X1 Pro. But you guys let me know down there in the comment section what you think. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next awesome video.